Welcome back. We're going to finish this up. This is Eternal Darkness, and we are looking at Pious Augustus in Toon art. Hopefully I can get this done. What I've done is I've added a sword here, and this part is in the light, very opaque. So this is the most opaque part, the hand and the sword. And this is a bit of paint, and we're going into darkness. The darkness is always eclipsing. As of right now, what I'm doing is I am adding color to the foot. Shouldn't be too difficult because so it properly defines it. Then we have to add a little bit of color to with pencil. So pencil will recede into the black. So we have the foot. Oh, show. Let me show. So this is what we have so far with the foot. And what I'm trying to do is make sure that the foot is visible. The white outlines are also visible, like chalk outlines. And then we can get this part done. This is toes. We can get that done. Because everything has to be small with the feet, right? So I'm just putting that together. So now I'm going to add, I just added the leg. The idea is to kind of keep this consistent opaqueness. So it's like you're trying to fight the darkness back by having so that can work. And all the while that's happening, you want to make sure that you have shading. It's not as easy as it looks. Trying to make sure that stays. This is so I'm the reason why I don't have any music. I got copyright claimed for the last one. I don't know how copyright strikes and claims work. Obviously, I'm not monetized, so I wouldn't worry about it. But then I kind of do worry because I don't know how far that can go. I have to wait for this to dry a bit. When I am doing this on black paper, it takes the longest, right? This is all paper here, and then it goes and recedes. I thought it was interesting to have the sword and the hand be the thing that stays in the light. To me, I thought that was the most telling, I guess. I'm going to be careful I don't get too much of that on me. And make sure that if it's possible, I can keep it. It's kind of paying attention to what I have here. So I'm going to use a little bit of pink. Maybe could be any kind of pink, but maybe the grayish pink. I have a grayish pink of some type. So maybe these two colors as the nails. And then finish the sandals portion. It's not easy doing any of this. And then that's hard to do. Harder still. Now, this might seem boring, but we're doing the sandals. It is not easy doing any of this, is it? But it must be done. So the brown gives us a solid color. And I kind of changed the gradation just to make it a little bit darker as we go along here, but still keep that on the paint to so the idea is to keep the color visible so that you can see it as though it was on white paper. And it's not easy doing it that way. See, as we go from light to dark, the white outlines dominate everything else. And so that's the way I want to have it. I'm not sure if it appears to look finished, but for now, I'm going to go ahead and start on this one. Yeah, I got to shake this up. So here I've added color to the skirt. I may add a bit of color to the edge of it. The idea is to not let the whiteout dominate everything, because that's what it just wants to do, is go insane. Isn't that something? Yeah, I really thought, well, should I have done it on black paper? I thought, no, I think it should be done or not on white paper, but should be done on black paper. I hope we don't have our mask mandates after Friday. I mean, I really hope not. I think we suffered. This was a lesson in humility, but, well, at the same time, we kind of we have to get kind of back to where we were when it comes to these things. It doesn't take too, like I like to thin out the whiteout so that if I have to, and I'll show you how the gradation works. If I can find the proper colors, I can do that. This is the wrong one. This is the wrong one. These are the ones I'm looking for. Let's add a little bit of, so just a little bit of white. Let's start to see. Oh God, people talking outside. I just get a little aware of things like that. Because why can't I? And then you can start to see. All right, there we go. That doesn't look too bad. What I'm going to do for this side is I'm going to, so you'll notice here that it's much darker. I wouldn't emphasize a lot on color because we're going into black or darkness. So what is highlighted though I'm just thinking of the movie 300 for some strange reason. And there might be, trying to keep this balanced, we have a problem, a simple problem of just keep the damn thing still. I have to do some erasing here so that it makes sense, that the sandals make sense. Right now, nothing's making sense, and I'm trying to make it make sense. Trying very hard to make it make sense. Where's, you gotta look for these colors like really quick when you're doing this. Especially when you're doing it like, you know, in front of people. But there's nobody here but me, but. Now what I've done is I've kind of made a red-orangish pouch because he has a pouch on to the right hip. And so I'm going to put a bit of color here. Detail is important, so you want to make sure you have detail in everything. Devil in details. I'm trying to make sure that this does work. And again, I'm going to use a darker red like I did before. So that's how I try to do these things. And I'm going to use, oh, where is it? I don't want to be looking all night for that. You'd be amazed how easy I can lose things, even by just sitting here. Like, where the fuck is this shit? I'm just sitting here. So that's that so far. Now I'm focusing on the shields, or the little, I don't know what they are, but they decorate his belt. You'll notice that there was a, for this, there was a, like another belt in there where the pouch is here, this gold trim around the waist. I had to kind of forsake that just for simplicity. I'm looking at that right now. I might add, though I'm not sure how much. Let me see something here. Because I should see something anywhere. So let me look at something really quick. So that adds a little bit of depth. And then we take this one. And see, it kind of pokes out a little bit, the skirt. And then so it gives a little bit more depth. Try to make all kinds of things work. We'll try a different color because I can barely see that. So it kind of, with the skirt, you can kind of see how it's dark, but then it gets a little bit brighter against the light. Sort of the chalk outline is the thing, the key to this. Yeah, there's not much complexity to this. It's grays, beiges, yellows, reds, sometimes brown. There's a lot, but not a whole lot. I was trying to figure out the pattern for this. Yeah, I don't want to make it too complicated, but then it is complicated because it's not drawing on white paper. That's the challenge. All right, and then we'll go about 5 more minutes of this because I think some people don't have I've got barely like any views for the first video, so I see people giving me thumbs up, but for what? Like, what are you all here for? Just want to make sure you're all here, showing the support. Because I can't be around forever, and so I've added color here. So with this one, I would say like color here with the pencil because you can barely see it. And then with this, you can add can't keep out the darkness forever. The darkness comes, as it always does. If I put 3 minutes of this on TikTok, I'll probably put some Eternal Darkness kind of music. All right. Let me take a look at that. So, where are the other markers again? Did I put that back? What did I do here? I'm just looking at everything. All that I have done. Some of these are like last minute additions to like it's hard to make it stand out against. That's so far. Let's finish. We're going to finish on the arm. Well, let's finish this little section here and the arm. I don't think there's going to be any color on that anyway. But let me see here. My spidey senses tell me we're going to add a little bit of this milk chocolate color. We'll call it milk chocolate because why can't we do that? So we're going to end it on this. So yesterday was about figuring out what was in this, what was this about, and then today it's about kind of getting the colors. All right. All right. And that's what I have so far. So the next time you see this, it will be complete. And I'll talk a little bit about it. It'll be a much shorter video, but that's it. That's almost Pious Augustus before he turns to the evil dark side of things, whatever.